Hi, everyone. So, the curricular pitch that I really enjoyed from last week that I'm deciding to talk about this week was the one by Brianna Fonseca. In just a little refresher, it was in regards to the Rachel's Challenge. So, Rachel Scott was a victim of the Columbine shooting, and her father went ahead and created this program in regards to what unfolded. Based on some information that I found on their website, over 160,000 students skip school every day for fear of being bullied. And that statistic comes from the National Center for School Engagement. He created this program because he wanted to start a chain reaction of kindness in the schools. And rewind, the Columbine shooting, believe it or not, happened in 1999. That was 20 years ago, because it was on April and we're already in November. So this shooting occurred 20 years ago, and today we are still seeing shootings in our schools. And we're still seeing children or students who have health issues and who have mental issues and are fighting their own battles and are having issues. There's harassment, bullying, violence. There's a lot going on in our schools that we don't necessarily learn about in our undergrad, or we don't really talk about those types of things because as educators, we're being taught how to teach. And so this program, they, based on their website, they state that there's been a lot of innocent lives lost since the Columbine shooting, but that they've been able to touch over 25 million people, and they've been able to service this many people and go to schools. And their mission is to make schools safer, more connected places where bullying and violence can be replaced with kindness and respect. And with this in mind, it snowballs into a bigger goal uh, of where learning and teaching can happen. Because, of course, there's a lot of things that factor into the classroom and that factor into the whole child and their learning environment. So, just this year alone, um, there was 1.5 million people that were involved in Rachel's Challenge programs. There was more than 1,200 schools and businesses that were using this program. They averted over 150 suicides because of the program. And there's been a lot of community service in regards to what they're doing. So that was um, why I was so engaged and interested in her curriculum pitch. For the curricular aim, what I grasped from it after doing also my own research is that students will understand character edification, values, ethics, and character. They will become more kind and cause a chain reaction of kindness. The philosophical approach, I had to read up on the approaches again to refresh my memory. It was really hard for me to kind of pinpoint what kind of approach this curricular pitch had and the program had. I decided to go ahead and decide that it was Reconstructionism. So, this philosophy it emphasizes addressing social questions and has a goal of creating a better society. And obviously, that's evident in the program. Some believe that the education system must be changed to overcome oppression and improve human conditions. And we see this in this program is the father of this victim wants to create a better environment, and in return it creates a better society. And I did a lot of research into this philosophical approach, and I found a lot of articles in regards to Paulo Freire. I believe I'm saying that incorrectly, but he believed humans they had to learn not to press others and to develop awareness and consciousness. And he strongly believed that teaching and learning was a process. And in this process, we had to allow students to inquire, to explore, to invent, and to reinvent. And in turn, this would impact the world and the society and the culture and the environment that they lived in, not only just the classroom. So students' experiences are crucial for taking social action on real problems. And that's the type of approach that I felt perfectly described this curricular pitch and this program, because it's not a it's not a cookie cutter program. It's not a cookie cutter aim. It's not something that's A to B. There's a lot of things that go into it, and it's at the end of the day, it's trying to solve an issue, a real issue, that a real life issue, real problems that people are facing, but it also impacts students, teachers, and our communities. And obviously, this entire curricular pitch and this program and all of this is relevant to today in 2019. And I think it's important. I think it's a great pitch because it's something that might not be personal to everyone, but it's definitely something that we see every day in the classrooms. There's a lot of students who struggle with a lot of issues, and it not necessarily isn't always issues that they're having in school, but it's issues that they're having at home. And when they come to the classroom, this issue is brewing in their mind and they're having all these thoughts. So, that is the curricular pitch that I decided to make this diablog on.